Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this Etheria restart video. So in this Etheria restart video, we're going to talk about our auto farming team for Sharon Inferno right here. So before we start, right, this team is relatively consistent, but there is a lot of RNG in the PvE side which could affect the outcome. And this team might not be for everyone, aka the Lilyless player maybe, but I'll showcase a variation without Lily that you can try to use. As for the carry portion, Yeli is going to be quite important and I'll explain why. So without further ado, let's hop into my team and discuss about the units as well as showcase the runs itself. Okay, so I think we're gonna exit the battle. We're gonna go into manual battle so we can do some team adjustments along the way. So this is the team that we are running. So as usual, we have Lily, one of the best units in the game. Okay, Lily with the Artisan, as well as obviously a whole ton of speed with some defensive prowess to get more shielding onto the other allies, as well as tank the damage from the boss. So that's for Lily. Then we have Yeli, which is our up and coming very powerful carry right here. So Yeli is insanely good against Sharon specifically because her ultimate has the ability to remove all debuffs. So you can have like 5 stacks of DOT and she can just remove it with one ultimate right here. So this, when you combine it with Lily's ultimate, which is on auto, allows you to reset the Revelation Shell as well as the ultimate to get your buff as well as purify all the debuffs. So you can't actually debuff this boss if I remember correctly. So yeah, Sharon's immune to all debuffs, so you don't get the defense down. But one good thing about Yeli is if you are really lucky on the RNG on Fluttering Flora, yeah, she does a lot of damage, and the passive skill is able to steal the speed up buff from the boss, which will give you more speed on Yeli to do more attacks in to finish the boss faster. So that's for Yeli. For Lily's case, you can replace it with Chiaki, which I'll showcase later, but Chiaki makes it less consistent and my Chiaki is not as developed as my Lily, so it's not at the 90+% win rate as compared to my Lily in this team. But I'm going to showcase Chiaki later. So for Lily's case, you can use Chiaki. Chiaki has turn manipulation, has the attack buff as well as the Avenue Maria buff, which prevents the boss from pushing us back. So Sharon has the ability to push the allies back, but with the Avenue Maria buff from Chiaki, you're able to protect against that. So Chiaki can be a decent substitute for Lily. Valerian is, I'll say, pretty unsubstitutable. I think the only unit I can think of that can substitute Valerian will probably be Mia, which is pretty expensive. Another unit which I guess you can use is Chiaki, the red color Chiaki right here, because Linglord's not that good against this boss because of the element. So I guess the other better choice will be Chiaki or maybe even Dorothy. Alright, so another constant faction healer. So that's for the Valerian replacement. So Valerian will be there for the sustain, for the killing protection, as well as the invincibility. Okay, last but not least, we have Kachi the Guard. So Kachi the Guard with the ultimate is able to give us the immunity as well as the defense up. So defense up increases our team's survivability, allowing Yeli to survive longer and jam in more damage. And then immunity is to protect against the damage over time from the boss. So very, very important stuff. So for this one, you kind of want to have the effect accuracy above 200%. So you're able to get your critical success more frequently and get that 2 turns immunity up for your allies. So that's for our Kachi the Guard. This is the stat line. So this one is using Artisan with Time Weave and Swift Rush to maybe get a reset with the Time Weave set over here, and also get the defense shielding buff onto Kachi as well as the other allies which are low on HP. So that's the build for this auto run right here. So we're going to showcase one run with this one and then do the substitute for Lily. So you can definitely make do without Lily for this run. I think Yeli is more important because Yeli's damage output is really good, but Yeli's going to be pretty expensive. So that's why, like I disclaimed earlier, this team might not be for everyone, because if you don't have Yeli, Dating doesn't make the cut, because Dating doesn't dispel the DOT from the boss, and this means that your Dating won't have enough time to nuke down the boss before he get nuked down by the DOT. So that's for the Dating substitute. So I've tried Dating myself. My Dating is pretty stacked up, but it's just not enough because my Dating can't protect himself like Yeli right here. We can't dispel the DOT, so yeah, he will die to the DOT from the boss. because we don't have any form of Dispeller on the team. We don't have any debuff removal on the team right here. So that's the unfortunate part. So that's that. Yeli right here doing a lot of damage. So the RNG portion comes in with the proc from the second skill of Yeli, obviously. Right, if you are really unlucky with this one, you don't get too much of a proc on your Fluttering Flora right here, you might not have enough damage before your whole team fall. So this is one disclaimer. It happens pretty regularly if you're on the lower level, but once you're on the level 5 of this skill, there is this 100% chance to just do double attack on crit itself, which is manageable because you are building a lot of crit on Yeli right here. So this is with regards to this run. Okay, so yeah, pretty straightforward. Veil for protection, Kachi for the immunity defense up, and then Yeli for the carry, and then Lily for the speed tuning. Now next, let's showcase it with Chiaki in the team instead. So the DOT is starting to build up because we lost the immunity, as you guys can see. So this is where if you are using Deting, you don't have that dispel on your Deting itself. Deting just melts to the DOT damage. Yeah, it is like what I experience on my Deting on most of the runs right here. Boom. Okay, so for my Yeli build, I actually have a video of her on the previous video, the showcase of my Yeli full build right here, so you guys can refer to that to see how my Yeli is built up. Okay, hopefully my Yeli don't die. It's a whole lot of DOT right here. Oh no, okay, so this is one of the problems. Like, this is where like the DOT from the boss actually managed to get to us. So this is what I mean by Deting has no way of surviving. Because if you have a lot of stacks on your carry without any dispel on the carry itself, the carry is gonna die. So Deting is not gonna be a decent substitute for this one. So unfortunately, if you want to do this on auto, you will need Yeli as the carry. At the very least, Chiaki can actually replace Lily. But like I mentioned earlier, my Chiaki is not as developed, and I think Chiaki, no matter what, is still going to be a downgrade to Lily. So that's that. Okay, so the previous run, my Kachi didn't actually proc the skill reset, so we didn't get that immunity up ASAP to protect our Yeli right here. So I think this run should be a lot better because we did have a proc, so we're able to get another 2 turns of immunity right here, as you guys can see. So Kachi is important. You need the immunity, you need the defense up to survive better. You need Yeli as the DPS. For Veil's case, I think any other healer that's not weak to Sharon can be an okay substitute. So that's for the healer side. Okay. Artisan going onto Yeli, pretty good stuff. So we get an ultimate, we get a crit buff. Boom. We are also able to steal from the boss. So this steals the speed up, reducing the speed of the boss, and then giving our Yeli more speed. Okay, 2 stacks, still acceptable, and we are getting our Kachi skill up really soon. So another way to increase the shielding consistency is using the Codex of Magic Shell, which allows you to use 2 Kachi ultimate back to back. So this will give you that chain in immunity to protect your whole team as well. But I think this build works as well, even if you don't have Lily, as you guys can see right here. So there is a little bit of RNG with regards to all the different factors I mentioned. But hopefully, if you have all these units, you can use these units to auto farm your Sharon Inferno. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.